Okay, I'm okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, look at everybody. Stand by. Okay. Let's not talk about too much hypotheticals, because that's a stretch. You got that license, you got that this. There's a lot of hoops. I'm saying in the immediate, if the business just itself coming, what would be the problem?
My only question is,
Not,
are you
not your
leasing
question,
or buying?
what do you think would be the
Well,
problem?
if they're leasing, how long, is this level situation gonna
Own the
last?
building, you buy the building,
10 years of lease.
a 10-year lease.
Okay.
A 10-year lease. So, some of us may not be around in 10 years, God be the glory. But so 10 years. They're responsible. No
Most
matter
of
what
us
happens,
will,
they
thank
make all
God.
their money. Anybody else have something? Because honestly, I don't see a problem with them being here.
Me myself, I don't have a problem with you all being here. I just want to make sure that all the promises that you make now, and when you come and you actually are a business, that you actually stand behind those promises.
That's why we're going to have a community benefits agreement.
And I think, like you said, we don't know what we don't know, so I don't think people are just basically like, yeah, but we don't know. So it's always a fear about the unknown. So these are just questions. I don't think anybody's against you all, they just don't know.
All right. Well, does anybody else have anything else?
Can I just answer one more question to them?
Is a question
I
or
will
comment?
answer something that they said.
Okay.
There's no way a dispensary can come anywhere in West Chatham because it's too close to all the schools there. It's too close to Perspective, it's too close to
Simeon.
it's too close to the grammar school. They can't be within 1,000 feet. So there's no way a dispensary can come anywhere.
There you go.
Alderman Hall, so thank you for coming. It's been great. Step up, pipe on in.
So,
Alderman Hall.
so on a serious note, you all, the objective tonight was simply this. It was to bring to you all the people who you have questions with, and for you all to have the conversation. And that's just how I lead. At the end of the day, I presented to you someone that is credible. If it wasn't even a credible cause or a business proposition of credibility, it wouldn't even made it this far. Because one thing we don't get back is time. And this is an opportunity for all of us, again, to have opinion, voice, stretch into a new economy that will be here. It's not going anywhere. But at the end of the day, my role also as an alderman, and as someone mentioned, is that if there is the bait and switch, where is the fight from the alderman on behalf of the people? And I will say this, I love what I'm doing so far, and at the end of the day, if this situation goes in a direction that's a complete contradiction of what it is that's been stated, what it is that the community expects, trust and believe, there's so many ways to shut it down. And I promise you, because a bad business partner is a bad reflection of myself. And I was raised not to embarrass my mama and my daddy. And so, in addition to y'all, I would have a mother every single day asking me what's going on with this project. But on a serious note, that's how serious I am about business partners. We've already stopped 3 businesses from coming into the ward that were problematic just off of what they presented on paper. Didn't even make it to a conversation with the community. So we had a situation where I went to court to continue to fight against a liquor store that's trying to sneak and sell liquor whose suspended license has already been in motion for some time. So I'm very aggressive about bad business owners because I don't want that to be a reflection of myself or you all as neighbors. So, I mean, trust is earned, and I think showing up with the entire senior leadership of this project is an extension of trust. That lawyer got to get paid, everybody here is on the clock. And so even in conversation, this is goodwill. Most business owners don't even do this. You don't even see the face of the operation, let alone representation of law, representation of others who support. So this is an extension of, and whatever it is that you all have questions with, here's the person after this meeting, right? And I think that we do have an opportunity again to set a standard in Chicago, and that's what the 6th Ward has always been. As long as I remember, it's a standard that others follow, whether it was cutting the grass, making sure that neighbors were active and businesses doing the right thing. And that's the reason why, again, a lot of liquor ain't in the ward is because of the standard of this ward historically. And so if we raise the standard, I believe other wards will follow, and this is a good standard to do, which starts with good communication. So that's all I wanted to share, and I'm with the people on this, and I got a feeling the people want to see something different other than what I saw 20 minutes ago when I drove by, which is wilderness, busted window, and a factory that looks like it's welcoming either squatters or vandals. And that's what we don't want. So we're on the brink of changing something. So I hope that we can figure it out so that we can make it happen. God bless you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you. Did you want to say something?
No, this ain't my
Okay, no, yes.
No, you can be. You want me in today. You're coming out in time.
Yes, anybody?
Are we done?
No, not yet. We appreciate it. We'll talk amongst ourselves, get with our aldermen and get back to you. But I do appreciate you guys coming out. Cameron, yes, Cameron. Y'all just hang on, y'all, hang on. All right, thank you, sir. No, we'll be in time. No, give me your number. I know. I just don't know. Now, give me the number, you don't answer. Give me the number. I don't have it.
So when the medical programs start to come in line, we build out numbers. We want to follow.